Gamemasters 16.
Do you remember the game, Halo Combat Evolved? The game that came out that started the Xbox brand and gave it an identity and Xbox's mascot?
Citizens of the world, we are in deep doo-doo. Aliens. There's a lot of them, and they're meanies. As peace-loving humans, we must take up arms. And by arms, I mean guns. United, we will form a giant can opener. And we will open a giant can of whoop-ass.
Halo Combat Evolved.
I want a quick, tight dispersal. If they catch us napping, this operation is as good as over. Yes, sir! Let's roll.
This ring's got something they want. Want bad enough to hit a shipload of us with their whole murdering fleet. I'll be damned if we don't find it first.
Initiating contact.
Draw off what you can.
Hunted by an undaunted foe. You are mankind's most advanced warrior. Equipped to battle indoors and out. Trained to pilot any vehicle.
Or a giant hula hoop, we're not gonna let them have it. What we will let them have is a belly full of lead and a pool of their own blood to drown in. Am I right, Marines? Sir, yes, sir! Look out! Was that the best you could do? Die! How'd that feel? Nice shot!
Well, today, the Halo Studios devs and the people in charge of the studio really dropped the ball.
Just couldn't save any from me, could you? Been a while since I gotta take old Sophie out for a spin. Now you ready to get to it?
Thanks, Sergeant Major. We owe you one. Didn't think we'd ever see any of our own again. I'm Lieutenant Williams, Tiger Company.
From the 92nd Shock Troops Battalion.
One and the same. Honored you've heard of us, Sergeant Major. We certainly know who you are.
The honor's mine, LT. Glad we could help.
Robbins! Take the team and give me a perimeter check.
You don't seem as impressed as the rest of your crew.
No, Sergeant Major, I'm not. Takes more than fancy armor and a good PR campaign to impress me.
The tenacity of the Ungoi. The cleverness of the Kigyar. The Sangheili. Long our partners since the writ of union. The burning edge of the Covenant's blade.
This again, okay? There's a woman in here. She doesn't die. Dude, the guy dies. The guy, you guys see it.
Recently, Halo Studios from Xbox released Halo Campaign Evolved, and while it has got little praise, it has gotten mostly trashed by the hardcore fans and regular fans of the original 2001 game. All the typical liberal-leaning ideals are in this game wrapped into one package. The project was overseen by Chief of Staff Melissa Boone. While looking at her profile, yeah, me and many people knew what ideology she associates with while not even having no experiences as a game developer, and shows she doesn't even care about games or gaming as a medium anyway. Who hired her to be the head of Halo? I don't know, and they need to be fired. Melissa then left the studio in September 2025 as Halo Studios was dealing with a lot of management problems and much of the staff leaving. When they finally got the remake going into production, they released a reveal trailer for it in October 2025. The trailer did pretty well, getting 28,000 upvotes to 8.3 thousand downvotes, but players were waiting to see the gameplay and aura of what it was like and if it compares to the original 2001 game. 8 months later, they released the cinematic trailer to get us hooked onto the graphics and story, but that's where the problem started. Cortana is displayed in the trailer and her face contains the same sharp man-chin like many other current day women protagonists. Side note, you can check out my debeautification on female characters video for more info on that. Anyways, that did not go well with fans as that was a red flag for what's to come. When the game was released via early access, people were ripping in a new one with how buggy it was and how the devs botched some of the characters from the original game. It barely affected Master Chief as the current day devs would not think of messing him up, but everyone else got the big boot to the face such as Cortana, Avery Johnson, and adding the living manifestation of Go Girls, guys belong in a dumpster.
Not bad, Spartan. I'm almost starting to believe the propaganda.
First, they ruined Sergeant Major Avery Johnson from the first game by making him a goofy sidekick that takes nothing seriously.
Been a while since I gotta take old Sophie out for a spin. Are you ready to get to it? Sure am, Chief. What's your read?
UNSC BattleNet telemetry. Just ahead.
That doesn't seem right. What could it be?
A trap.
Exactly. No way to be sure.
There's a way.
But our objective is that way.
If UNSC soldiers are being held captive, we need to find out.
It seems like the original Halo team, which was all guys by the way, knew how a Marine would act, while the feminist crew of Halo Studios wanted a buffoon companion for Master Chief to bounce off of, which he did not act that way in the original game. Next is Cortana and wow.
No. Look at the top of his head. Look at his lips.
Yep, they disfigured her design, but we expect studios with these individuals to make her look like this because they hate soft feminine women that can look beautiful but flawed at the same time. You can definitely put a guy hairstyle and face on her and she looks like a dude. They already knew if they botched Cortana's full design, they would face more backlash, so they wanted to have their cake and eat it too, where they keep her body looking the same but warp her face to justify their life views. And I saved the best character for last. Miss It's Ma'am herself.
It is ma'am!
This female soldier was one of the new additions they added to the remake, and you can tell they included her for diversity purposes. Her inclusion is so forced and obviously for pandering purposes, it feels like a parody from Saturday Night Live. You know what? I'm going to call this female girl boss soldier modern audience woman from now on, since it's very fitting for the occasion. So, modern audience woman gets introduced in one of the 3 side missions, and it's the same tiring old trope of girls get it done.
Girls get it done.
Nice work.
Thanks. Spartans aren't the only badasses in the UNSC.
Man, She has such a strong chin that she could break a table with that thing. Modern audience woman then is very unimpressed of Master Chief and his achievement, hoping to outshine him.
Robbins, take the team and give me a perimeter check.
You don't seem as impressed as the rest of your crew.
No, Sergeant Major, I'm not. Takes more than fancy armor and a good PR campaign to impress me.
This goes to show that certain types who hate men and manly traits in these studios try to condemn men's work and uplift women over them. Many of these types in current day game studios have to put virtue signaling above everything else in the game because they hate what the game was before and would rather inject much of their ideologies and beliefs to push causes that are often happening in real life. Real life issues are the driving factor of many devs in this industry now that flaunt modern audience women in the games compared to the past. I mean, we are dealing with Halo Studios that pushes this stuff. So that's the reason why we need to keep being alert and calling this stuff out. The most important characters got current day, as many modern games do now, due to the devs at the game studios caring more about themselves instead of the players. Lastly, we'll address the gameplay situation, as there are many buggy and messy situations with this game. There are some funny stuff happening, like markers being put on the aliens in one section of the game and not having the markers in the original game to allow players to figure stuff out on their own. Even when it comes to representing 20-year-old game mechanics, they can't even get that right. Present markers, and there was a section in the game where there was a soldier lying on the ground who then shoots you and you get hurt.
Monsters! Ah! 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 Just leave me alone! Sarge.
But in the remake, the soldier shoots you multiple times and then you don't get hurt.
First! They won't get me! Find your own hiding place, the monsters are everywhere!
Those are two examples of them changing up the game mechanics in the game. Another instance is when you shoot the men in the game, they die instantly. But when you shoot the woman, it takes multiple shots for them to go down even if they fall at all.
What the hell are you doing?
Security to the bridge. The Master Chief has gone rampant. Take him down, boys.
If there are any other bugs that I missed, you can let me know in the comment section down below. The gameplay in Halo Combat Evolved is a mess, despite the expected good modern graphics. Halo Combat Evolved is not a good remake, and it's not a game that improves upon the original. It's just another generic current day game that bashes the original and just acts as a virtue signal mouthpiece for people on the liberal side of things. That is a shame, because I wanted a chance to play Halo like it was back in the day, but that was just wishful thinking, and I might have to go and play the original Combat Evolved. The modern gaming landscape is a mess, but more of these people are starting to leave gaming, and hopefully it starts to heal little by little. What was your favorite part in Halo Combat Evolved, and how did the remake make it worse or better? Make sure to drop a comment in the comment section down below for your opinions. Make sure to subscribe, because only a small percentage of you are subscribed, so make sure to click that black button. Like and share the video, and remember to keep your chill rate 100.